I'm Gloria Nyoka, Joseph, the Executive Director for South Sudan National Bureau of Standards. We have been here for 2 days for the National Coordinating Committee formation, which is to coordinate issues to do with cross-border, which is concerning the pre-packed food and also cosmetics. This is the first meeting, and it is started with South Sudan to form the national committee, and then the national committee also had been given they form also their TORs, and then they come also with the plan of action on what they will be doing. And this national committee will always last for 2 years, for the period of 2 years. The other important thing is that this national committee is to implement the SQMT Act of East African standard bodies to make sure that there is a fair facilitation of trade and also enhancing of the economy, not only in South Sudan, but in all the region, all the partner states of the East Africa. East Africa is also thinking of going even above East Africa. We want to reach the African continental trade area, and we cannot reach that without harmonizing the standard. This is why we can see that South Sudan almost has adopted all the harmonized standard. And also the other opportunity that is good for South Sudan and even East Africa is that also most of the East Africa standard are the one harmonized at the level of Africa Standard Organization. That gives us the opportunity to venture the global market. So for these 2 days, we have finished well. And it is not only the National Bureau of Standards, actually. This committee is bringing on all the stakeholders which are concerned from private sector and the government. For example, like Minister of Environment, and then Minister of Agriculture, and Minister of Trade and Industry, the Drugs and Food Authority, National Bureau of Standards, and the chairmanship for this term is taken by the Minister of Trade and Industry and the Secretariat by National Bureau of Standards, and the other institutions as stakeholders. So we are looking forward that implementing of the TORs and the actions that come from this meeting are going to help us more, as we're really looking about how we can regulate the movement of goods within the East Africa region. Thank you.
What do you expect, or what do you think will improve after this training and the formation of the committee?
What we are expecting from after this training, first, of course, in 2020, we had the first consultative meeting whereby the TORs were on place. On this meeting, it is the formation of the committee which was formed, and then also they come up with the action plan, which we are indicating how are we going to work. And the beginning, we are going to do a lot of awareness. So we are expecting that at least the traders will know to implement the standards so that we make sure that what we are consuming are safe and also has the quality for our consumers. And when we talk about quality and consumers and safety, we are not talking about South Sudan alone. We are talking about all the region of ASC. So the chapter kicked with South Sudan chapter, and then from here it's going to the other chapters also to form all the national committee within East Africa. And then after that also we will have the higher committee within East Africa that all these committees report to them.
As the Bureau of Standards in South Sudan, are there cases of traders not abiding to the standards, and how did you manage to handle some of these cases?
Yeah, it's the bit of that is true. There is some traders who are not, and I cannot. I can say that it could be either because of lack of awareness about the use of a standard itself, or sometimes also, there is a smugglings, and this smugglings is not only in South Sudan, even all over the world. Smuggling is always there because there are these people who doesn't want to adhere to regulations and law. With the Bureau of Standards, we work closely with our partners like anti-smuggling and the police to make the legal procedures for those who don't adhere for the regulations or for use of the standard. Sometimes when people, also our traders, some of them think that a standard is just like it's the name of the institution itself. But when we talk about standard, we are talking about a working document. For example, you're having water. What are the requirements of the packages? What are the ingredients? So they have to come and take this standard. So this is where, from this committee, the first priority is about doing awareness even for the traders to know how to use the standard.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.